And what they do is they misinform us. So sometimes they'll talk about how tax increase will reduce tax revenue, right? Because the idea of increased price, people will consume less, that means we'll get less tax. However, like I mentioned, with the price elasticity, initially tax revenues are going to increase substantially. And just because somebody spends less on tobacco doesn't mean they're going to spend less on other products, right? If you're a family and you're spending less on tobacco, you can use that money for other goods and other trade. So for sake of time, I have two more misinformation, but maybe this will come up in the discussion. So sometimes industry will say taxes hurt poor people, but as was mentioned by His Excellency Sokto earlier, is that actually price changes affect poor people's behavior more than expected, and that actually will help reduce the burden on the poor. And we also have the myth that taxes drive illicit trade. However, we've seen that there's no real causal impact of price increase and increase in illicit trade. We've actually seen that as long as countries have strong implementation and enforcement of measures, increased taxes don't drive illicit trade. And because Cambodia has very low tax prices on tobacco to begin with compared to its neighbors, it's unlikely that driving the price up here will actually bring more illicit trade because your price is so much lower than your neighbors in Thailand, Vietnam, for example.